Okay, hello. Let's have this situation number 5. The figure shows the landing gear of a light airplane. The strut AB is a hollow tube with 50 millimeter outer diameter and 40 millimeter inner diameter. Maximum tire pressure is 6.12 megapascals and equivalent pavement tire contact area is 6,500 millimeters squared. We are given A to be 400 millimeters and B is 600 millimeters. Calculate the reaction R. Determine the compressive stress in strut AB caused by the landing reaction R. And number 3, calculate the safe diameter of a single bolt connecting either A or B if it is subject to double shear. Allowable bolt shear is 225 megapascals. All right. First of all, kailangan natin ma-compute yung reaction R. To calculate that, basically, binigyan naman tayo ng maximum tire pressure. And then we are also given the equivalent contact area, pavement tire contact area. So basically, parang ang binigay sa atin yung area dito, no? Sa ilalim. Okay, so pag tinignan natin yan sa top view, kumbaga parang ito kunwari yung pavement, is parang, syempre pag nag-contact yan, parang ganito ang itsura nun eh. Kumbaga ito yung pag-press nung tire against the pavement, no? Yung area daw na to is given as 6,500 millimeter square, no? So binigyan naman yung maximum tire pressure, ibig sabihin yun yung maximum, yun yung pressure dun sa tire. So since we know that this will be subject to that pressure, so pagka nandito yan, we can determine this force R. Kasi 'di ba ang pressure or stress, tawagin na lang natin to na FT, no? Tire pressure. Stress is equal to force, in this case R, over area. Okay, so therefore, we can solve for the force by multiplying the stress and the area. Okay, so the force R will be equal to 6.12 megapascals multiplied by area, which is 6,500. So take note, this is in megapascal. So this is Newton per millimeter squared. And this is in millimeter squared. So cancel. So our answer here will be in Newton. No? So calculating R, we will have 6.12 times 6,500. Ayan. So divided by 1,000 to make it kilonewton since that is the required in the problem. So that's 39.78 kilonewtons. So that would be our answer for number 1. Next, determine the compressive stress in strut AB. So to calculate the compressive stress in the strut AB, sa ating strut AB, kailangan mo natin malaman ano ba yung reaction dun sa AB or yung force acting on AB. And to calculate that, we can take this structure, no? Okay, so this structure is subject to this force. So, as you can see, connected siya dito, no? So, meron ditong reaction. Okay, so let me just redraw para malinaw. So, kumbaga, kukunin ko tong structure na to. Ayan. Kasama yung wheel. Okay, so itong structure na to is supported by pin here and pin here. Tama ba? So, dito merong reaction, sigurado, no? CY, CX. Tapos dito, dahil pin din ito, meron din itong reaction. Ano yan? AB. AY, AX. Okay? And then meron ditong 4-star, which is we already know to be 39.78. Okay. So, actually what we need here, so as you can see here, no? This particular member is a two-force member. Okay, so because this is a two-force member, we are sure that the reaction in this direction will just be zero. Okay, so zero lang ito. Okay? Because first and foremost, lahat naman ng forces dito or yung acted force dito is just vertical. Okay, so ibig sabihin ito zero na ito. Zero na rin ito. No? So all we need to do is to calculate AY and AY will represent now the force acting on the strut AB. So kailangan natin mag-moment at C. So pag nag-moment tayo sa C, we should be able to calculate for AY. So moment tayo sa C. So taking summation of moment at C is equal to 0, assuming counterclockwise is positive, we have yung R na 39.78. Ang moment arm ng R is ito yung C eh. Ito yung moment arm natin. So which is 400 plus 600, that's going to give us 1,000 or 1 meter. The rotation it will produce about C is clockwise. So let's set this as negative. And then yung AY natin, multiplied by, ang moment arm naman nun from C ay 600. The rotation it will produce will be counterclockwise. No? So this will be plus. And this is all equal to 0. And from here, we can solve for AY, which is also the force in the strut. So that is times 1,000. Tapos divide natin ng 600. So that gives us 66.3 kilonewtons. Alright, so now to calculate the stress in the strut AB, so ano ba itsura ng strut AB? So yung strut AB daw, sabi doon sa problem, is a hollow tube. No? So parang ganito siya. Yan, hollow tube. Okay? Na kung saan ang sabi, ang diameter daw ay 50 yung outer, 40 yung inner. So this is 50. And then this is 40. Okay? So ibig sabihin yung area dyan that will resist this force, so meron naka-apply na force, ano? Yung AY on both ends. So syempre meron din yan dito for balance. Okay? So yung area na magre-resist dyan is ito lang. No? So yun lang, yun lang yung area that will resist. So therefore, the stress, which is a normal stress for AB, is equal to the applied force, 66.3, gawin natin Newton, divided by area. So yung area natin is area ng malaking circle minus area nitong hollow circle. So that's going to give us pi over 4 times yung outer diameter, 50 squared, minus yung, ano naman, 40. Okay? So therefore, the stress will be calculated as pi over 4 times 50 squared minus 40 squared. So that gives us 93.8 no, megapascals. So in our choices, that's letter B. Okay. Next, calculate the safe diameter of single bolt connecting either A or B. So yung bolt daw dito, ano yung safe diameter? So given yung allowable bolt shear stress to be 2 to 5 megapascals. Okay, so to calculate that, ganoon pa rin. We will look at this same strut. Kaya lang, titingnan natin yung dulo niya. So yung dulo pala ng strut, parang meron siyang nakakonekta dito. Eh. So kumbaga kung titingnan natin yung side view nito, side view tayo. Kumbaga, ito yung ano, ito kunwari yung strut. Okay, tapos dito may nakakonect. Okay, so ito yung may inner and outer diameter. Kumbaga hanggang dito lang yung ano. Kumbaga ito, hanggang di, ito lang yan. Tapos may nakakonect pa doon. So meron ditong bolt. Okay? So yung bolt na yun, pag na natin sa side view, ito lang, focus lang tayo dito. Pag dinignan natin sa side view, ganito siya. Yan. Tapos, may nakakonect dito sa sa gitna. Yan. Tapos, ito yung bolt na yun. Okay? Tapos, ito yung kadugtong naman. Yung kadugtong niya sa ilalim, ito na yung hollow cylinder. Yan yung hollow cylinder. So, potentially, ito yung ano, butas. Ayan. Okay? Anyway, focus lang natin dito is itong pin na to, itong ball na kailangan natin i-design. So sinabi niyan double shear, no? Sinabi niya. So bibig sabihin ito nga ganito nga. May connection sa left tsaka sa right. Kasi kung single shear, bali konektado lang siya ng isang side tsaka another side dito sa connecting member na ito. So itong connecting member na to lumalabas kung yan ay nasa top. Parang ito 'yon. Ito 'yon. No, yan yung connecting member dito sa uh, connection na ito, no? Anyway, to calculate, we know that the applied force here is still 66.3 kilonewtons. So, bali yung 66.3 na yan yung pipigilan nitong bolt na ito. So, kung i-analyze natin itong bolt na to, ito nasa loob, yan. So, makikita natin yung bolt na is parang pag ganito siya. Okay? Tapos, subject siya sa force na ito. So, ang kukontra naman dun is yung area na to. No? Tsaka sa kabila. Kaya nga double. So, ito yung kukontra. Yung force dito, tsaka yung force dito. Okay? So, yun yung force sa bolt. Alright? So, therefore, to calculate, given naman yung allowable shear stress natin na 225 megapascals. 225 megapascals. So, ito yung allowable. Okay? So, dapat yung actual shear stress ay hindi lalagpas dyan. Kung ito yung actual shear stress, dapat hindi siya lalagpas dun sa allowable na 225. Okay? So, ano ba yung actual shear stress? Di ba yung force divided by area? So, FB divided by area. Okay? Kaya lang, yung area natin, since dalawa yan, ano? So, dalawa rin yung area natin. Okay? So, that this should not exceed 225 megapascals. Okay? Um, so, now, if, bali, ano pala to, no? Dalawang FB. Dalawang FB. Okay? So, kasi dalawa yung ano dalawa yung area. Alright? O di kaya, pwede mong sabihin na ito na yung resultant ng dalawa. Resultant ng dalawang bolt shear, RB. Okay? So, parang ito, pwede mong sabihin na RB. Total reaction sa bolt. Which is, kung titignan mo naman kasi by intuition, yung RB natin, ano lang din, 66.3 lang din yan. Okay? Kaya lang yung connecting area, yung area natin, yung total area natin is dalawa. Dalawa yung kukontra. Kaya ito times 2. Okay? So, therefore, this would be 66.3 divided by dalawang, dahil ito ay circular, pi over 4 times yung diameter ng bolt squared. Should not exceed 225. Alright, so therefore, the diameter of the bolt, ito na lang, can be calculated as so, gawin lang muna, bali ang mangyayari kasi dyan, ito, cross-multiply mo doon, tapos ito divide mo dito. Kaya mangyayari, technically, hindi ito equal, kundi this should be greater than or equal. Okay, kasi again ito kasi, maging cross-multiply mo doon, Bali, dB na yan, dB squared. Tapos naka-greater than or equal na siya dun sa kaliwa. Kaya pag binaliktad, greater than or equal siya dito sa nasa kanan. At ang nasa kanan, ito mga to, kasama ito. So that would be 66.3 over 2 times pi over 4 times yung divide natin na 225. Kaya yan. However, this is in dB squared pa yan, ano? dB square root pa natin ito. Square root. So that's 0.433. Okay, 0.433. Sorry, ano pala to? Meron akong na-miss out. This should be converted into newtons para maging same sa units na megapascal. So, this should be times 1,000. So, ulitin lang natin. Sa kanina, may kulang lang dito na times 1,000. Ayan. Tapos, square root. That gives us around 13.7. Okay, millimeter. So, ibig sabihin dito, yung diameter ng bar natin ng bolt should not exceed, or should not be lower than 13.7 millimeter to be safe. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, we can approximately consider 14 millimeters as our answer. Okay? So, the answer is letter C. Okay? So ngayon, para lang doon sa mga nalilito dito sa double shear, single shear, pwede natin i-analyze ito using isang side. Ito lang. Kumbaga kung gusto mo, i-analyze siya na ito lang yung nag-act sa kanya na force, pwede naman, no? Pwede. Kaya lang, take note, isa lang din yung area na gagamitin natin. So bali, yung FB kasi ay kapag tinignan natin, it's just 1/2 ng 66.3. So that's gonna give us 33.15 kilonewtons. Tapos, ganun ulit, yung actual shear stress, which is equal to FB over area ng bolt. Pero this time, yung area ng bolt, isa na lang kasi ito na lang yung pino-consider natin eh. Yung nasa right side lang. Or should I say, or rather, parang single shear na lang yung consider natin kasi yung force, hinati mo na sa dalawa. So, that should not exceed still yung allowable na 225 megapascals. Okay? And para malinaw, yung allowable shear stress, walang kinalaman yan kung single or double shear. Fix na yan. No, hindi yan di-divide ng 2 or i-multiply ng 2, no? Ang nagbabago lang is itong actual. Depende kung ano yung kino-consider mo, no? So kung ganyan yung analysis mo, this will be 33.15, gawin nating times 1,000 para ulit maging newtons. Tapos yung area ng bolt, pi over 4, isa na lang, no? Isa na lang kasi yung isang side lang yung kino-consider natin. Diameter of the bolt squared should not exceed 225. Kapag kinompute mo ito, you should get the same answer. So, ganun ulit, Greater than or equal. Bali, ito magiging 33.15. Tapos, tatanggalin natin yung times 2 dito kasi single shear na lang siya. Tapos, take the square root. The answer is still 13.7. The diameter should be at least 13.7 millimeters. Or, we can round that up to 14 millimeters. Okay, so ito ay single shear analysis. Which is valid pa rin, no? Basta alam natin kung ano yung kino-consider natin na side, no? Dito kasi kinonsider natin yung buo. Kaya buo ito, pero yung area mo, dalawa yung kukontra eh. Pero kung ang consider mo lang, isa lang, single shear. Ang kukontra lang din na area, isa lang din. Alright, so hopefully malinaw yun. But if still not, no, we will still have more in this lecture series. No? So for now, that's it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.